I thought we'd just do a very quick seedling update. I'll start here. So these are the incredible sweet corn. Incredible is the variety. And I like them nice and small. These are ready to go out now, 3 weeks old. 3 weeks from breaking surface is kind of the stage I like to plant them. It helps them get established when you plant them nice and small. So we've got a few scrappy Brussels sprout spares. The Brussels sprouts are looking lovely though, the main crop ones. So I'm not going to need any of those spares or any of these either. These are colettes because the main crop colettes are also looking great. So hopefully I'll give those away. I've got these late crop Brussels sprouts. Just waiting for a spot to open up for those. These are my winter squash. So these are Crown Prince. These are ready to go out. They're just over a month old, looking lovely. Some red cabbages, looking good. Some calabrese, the next succession. So we've had calabrese, I think, from April. We like to have kind of a continuous supply all the way through summer. So we do about 6 calabrese and cauliflowers every month, and that just gives us, kind of 1.5 a week, which is about what we need. And then we've got, that's the next succession actually. So we've got 2 calabrese and 4 cauliflowers in there. The purple ones, the graffiti, and they're actually almost ready now, the early crop of those. And some Orkney, which are a white one. And just a couple of kales. So that's most of the seedlings that I've got, not quite all. I've got the late sowing of leeks, which are all waiting for space to open up before they're planted. And actually that won't be very long now, because I should be taking out some of the early onions, last few peppers, and I've put them in these big pots, and so they can stay in those for another few weeks, because I really want to harvest the calabrese that's in the bed that they're going into, because that calabrese is looking really nice now. And then I've got just the last few summer squashes to go out, and again I'm just kind of waiting for containers to open up for those, because we've got loads of courgettes in the ground right now, so we're not really in any rush. We're planting out quite a lot of celery and parsley. That's the parsley down there. I put some cutting celery in the polytunnel down there. The French beans that we sowed 2 weeks ago now, I think, are almost all up now. These are in the polytunnel, but we've got loads of French beans growing in the polytunnel already. All the kind of cucumbers and tomatoes and things are all really shooting away in the polytunnel. I always plant them a little bit later than most people, but they seem to catch up. I've got some more down here along with the early beetroot, and look at the size on some of these beetroot, really good. We're very happy with them. We picked the first 3 or 4 I think yesterday, and they were lovely, gorgeous, sweet and tender, good size. I think we've got about 20 or 30 in that early sowing. And then I've got the summer squash, so the sweet dumplings, the trombons, chinos, whatever they're called, and a few winter squash, winter buffy ball, and some butternuts and things like that. They're not going to go out until June, so they're going to stay in the polytunnel for a little bit. And I've got a bit of golden purslane. Unfortunately the germination on this is a little bit patchy, but I did put them in little clumps, so I'm actually going to just plant them slightly further apart than I normally would do. And it's kind of ironic because today I'm weeding out golden purslane that self-seeded in what is now the carrot bed, which is kind of unfortunate. Poor planning on my part. And then back at home, got the next succession of lettuce there, those 3, and some celery. And you can see I've got some little tiny celeries and some bigger ones. I'm not quite sure yet what the best timing is for celery for winter. So this is celery for autumn, but these little ones are the first attempt at celery for winter. So we'll see how they do. And then we've got some outdoor trailing tomatoes, and they're going to go in the big pots that have currently got all of the green garlic in them. Next succession of calabrese at the back there, and then finally just down here, last succession of sweet corn, and then next succession of lettuce and outdoor tomatoes and flowering brassicas. So there's calabrese, cauliflowers and Romanesco cauliflowers in there. The summer carrots are doing really nicely on the allotment. They're the kind of early summer. Spring carrots we're harvesting now. These are the late summer snacking carrots in the back garden, and we've got snacking carrots on the allotment as well. Yeah, so these are kind of like little finger carrots, and their germination looks pretty good on those. I don't know if you can even see them, but I can see them. And then we've got about 1,000 main crop carrots, which are all germinated. We just weeded those and thinned those this morning. And then everything else is planted out pretty much. So we've got loads of kale out in the front garden, we've got celeriac out there, celery out there, loads of radishes and things like that in the back garden, loads of lettuces, just, you know, turnips, loads and loads of stuff, which I won't go into. So my name's Steve, this is the Seaside Kitchen Garden and Allotment Channel, and I'll see you soon.